G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Bordeaux Supercoach. Today we're going to be doing the round 15 review, so let's get into it. Not a bad week, we got 22-10, so yeah, certainly a fairly high score for a bye round. It was another pretty high scoring week across the board, a lot of big scores from some fairly highly owned players, so that's why 2210 was only top 11%. Yeah, a lot of people did well, but um, yeah, certainly not a bad week, especially in comparison to the rest of our season. Obviously, our season rank is now above 60,000 for the first time in ages, so um, yeah, I guess that's a plus. But let's get into the team. So, obviously there were some big scores. Obviously, Holmes did good, Butters did good, Bont went big, Dacos went massive as well, which was good to see him back in form. Um, Sam Walsh also did quite good. Max Gorn went big for the second week in a row, and then Luke Jackson, MVP of the week, brought him in after his bye, put the VC on him with the Geelong matchup, and he just went absolutely massive. 176, so that's back-to-back weeks where I've got a massive captain score. And I think it's probably the only 2 weeks where I've actually got like a captain score of above 140. So yeah, it's good to finally start getting some good captain scores. Obviously, Sheasel went big for the second week in a row. Horn Francis has been an absolute elite trade-in. And excuse me. Sherry as well had like no CBA, still turned up. But this is very concerning. For sure. Yeah, no CBAs. Probably the only reason he's still scoring okay is because he's had West Coast and Richmond, which are the easiest ruck matchups pretty much that you can get. So look, I think he's still doing a lot of the ruck work around the ground, but just no CBAs. So look, I might be stuck with this to be honest because I only have 5 trades left, and I might have to use 3 this week to be honest. Because of Jack Sinclair, who I'll talk about in a second. But yeah, actually, let's just talk about Sinclair now. Obviously had the calf injury, but it looks pretty bad because he was in like a moon boot or something going off. So could be a pretty serious one. Might be out for a while. So yeah, that would absolutely suck if I have to trade him out because like I don't know how many primos um I've had to trade out this year. Like I feel like everyone has had to trade out probably at least 10 primos due to injury, which is absolutely ridiculous. And then Josh Worrell also was laid out with illness, a bit soft, but yeah, was basically missing an extra 2 primos this week, which was not ideal. Whitfield has been pretty poor the last few weeks as well. Houston just continues to, just be a subpar scorer. I guess 80 is better than 50 though, so whatever. Luke Davis-Uniacke, I don't know how he only got 58 against Richmond. Didn't watch the game, so I don't know what happened, but would have thought he would have scored more against what I'm pretty sure is the easiest matchup for midfielders in Supercoach. Hawker Hahn was good. He's probably going to have to be my 23rd primo because I don't think I'm going to be able to get 23. I think I'm going to be stuck with 22 primos. So yeah, it's looking like Hawker Hahn is going to be my 23rd on-field keeper. Who else haven't I talked about? Isaac Rankin stunk it up. That was pretty disappointing. And then Cozzy Pickett traded him in and he gets 50, so that was pretty disappointing as well. But overall, it was still a pretty solid week. I've got one more bye round left, and it is the worst bye round, unfortunately. The round 16 one. Actually, no, I feel like maybe the round 12 one was worse. I don't know. But anyways, I've got Pickett, Gorn, Bont, Holmes, and Sinclair on the bye, so that's 5 primos. So it's not too bad. But yeah, in terms of trades, thinking about getting in Sam Durham as my So the last primo to get in. In fact, let me just quickly make the team into its ideal state. How do I get Hawkahan into the defense? I think maybe if I do this, do this, do this, and then this is just temporary, get in a defender like that, and then trade Hawkahan back in. Percentage picked of teams. That should allow me to have Hawkahan now in defense. There we go. Do this. And then, I don't know, do this. So this is like the team in its ideal state. So obviously the forward line's done. The rucks are done, although, yeah, probably not ideal to have Sherry, not gonna lie. Missing one midfielder and one defender, although I'm gonna count the defense as done because I'm probably just gonna have to have Hawkahan as my D6, unfortunately. We should be able to do probably the same as Houston, though, to be honest. Like, I reckon Hawkahan can easily score at Houston's level, so is what it is. But in terms of this last spot, obviously, at the moment, Elijah Sarders is sitting at M8. But if I trade him out, how much cash does that give me? 400k. So I could get Sam Doan, but I'm not gonna lie. Is there a way I can get Baz? Although Baz is the buy this week, so probably not much point getting him in this week. Who else? I could get Luke Parker potentially as my last like defender. I'm 70k off, so if I just do like this down to where's Fitzgerald? Why can I not see Fitzgerald? There we go. Okay, Fitzgerald, and then at least we're 478. Which means I can get Luke Parker. I could get Caleb Surong, but yikes, that's probably not the kind of bloke I want in my team. Although it's probably better than Sam Durham, though. Could get Will Ashcroft, actually. Maybe I'll get Will Ashcroft. He's pretty cheap. I reckon he will do better than Luke Parker. I reckon Brisbane, like, they're due for a strong run home. I reckon. So, Tim English as well. Although I actually have $3, so probably not. Yeah, Caleb Sarong. Callum Wilkie. So maybe I'll do this. Wait for it to load. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not super confident in Sam Durham. I know he's like 300k or whatever, but I don't know. I just feel like he's a bit iffy. Is this thing gonna load? Come on. Any day now. Why is this not loading? What's going on? Hang on. Hang on, I'll pause the recording and resume it when this thing has loaded. Alright, it's now loaded. Our trades got saved, so let's just quickly do this. So this is basically my finished team. I think, obviously, I've got 3 trades left. Jack Sinclair is interesting. I think for now I'll keep him, but I'll keep an eye out for like the injury news and stuff. And if he's only going to miss like 2 or 3 weeks, or even potentially 4 weeks, I might hold. Um, but if he's going to miss a decent amount of time, I'll probably just sideways to Callum Wilkie, I reckon. Um, um, or actually, I was going to say Lockie Ash, but I don't think I can actually afford Lockie Ash. How much is Lockie Ash? Yeah, he's 540, so I'm 30k short of Lockie Ash. Actually, who have I traded out though? If I trade out Todd Marshall instead of Ison, then actually that could possibly work. So actually, let's do that. Trade out Todd Marshall. Get back in Jack Ison, which gives me like an extra 30 to 40k. Todd Marshall's been a shocking rookie after such a promising start. Now I can do just Sinclair into. Oh, I'm just priced out of Naz. Dude. Oh. Wait, what is Dirkson's break even? Dirkson. 8. Oh, could he get me to Naz? I don't know. Who else am I looking at? What is Sinclair's break even? It's going to be massive. Yeah, 213, so. Jeez, that is crazy stuff. But yeah, I am thinking maybe just go Lockie Ash in straight swap, potentially. That leaves me with 2 trades, which I'm a bit nervous about because with the way this season's gone, I could easily get more than 2 injuries for the rest of the season. But look, this isn't a great team, but it's not terrible. The midfield, like these 4 are good. Callahan's okay. Davies Uniacke is also not too bad. He did have a stinker this week, but I think he should still be okay for the rest of the season. Sam Walsh, not ideal. Will Ashcroft, I'm hoping gets on a good run for the rest of the season. The ruck line, these 2 are good. Sherry's not ideal. But look, he could still be okay. Could potentially get his role back. Who knows? The forward line's pretty solid. Obviously, Sheasel's F1. Petrarca's hasn't been in great form recently, but I still think he should be able to get to F2. Horn Francis should be a top 6. He's probably, from now on, he's probably a top 3 potentially. Rankin should be okay. Pickett should be good. Williams should be okay. So I'm happy with the forward line. Pretty happy with the rucks. The midfield's alright. The defense isn't great though, obviously. Now that Sinclair and Roberts have to be traded out due to injury. I still got Holmes, still got Whitfield. Ash should be good. Roller and Houston are fake primos, especially Houston. And then Horkahan is basically a rookie playing a primo role in my team. So, look, definitely could have been better. But, look, it's alright. What is Todd Marshall's break even? Actually, let me just double check. Todd Marshall's break even. Oh my gosh, it's 71. Dude, this guy's such a spud. Dude. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Obviously, look, I'll keep an eye out on the Sinclair news, but I think for now I'm just gonna have Lockie Ash fill out his spot. Leaves me with 2 trades left. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get the last primo, unfortunately. Unless Hawker were to get to like 400 something K, then maybe I could. But then that would leave me with like no trades left, so I'd be screwed if someone got injured. But yeah, I think I'm just going to do this. Obviously, for this week, we will do this. Bont needs to come off. I think Ison should play, although he's been pretty bad. Um, Obviously, Gorn has the bye, so he needs to come off. Is there a way for me to get Williams in there? Although actually Williams has to be in the forward line anyway to substitute. So yeah, I'm just gonna have Gorn as a donut at flex, I guess. Turns of captains, Brisbane versus Sydney. Um, Heaney, Ashcroft. Don't really love either of those two as options this week, to be honest. Hawthorn versus Giants. Don't really love that. Carlton versus West Coast. In theory, it should be a good matchup for Walsh, but he just hasn't produced a single captain score all season. Actually, Collingwood versus Richmond, I reckon, is pretty good for Dacos, who seems to be getting back into form a bit. The showdown could do Butters as a C. North versus Essendon could do Sheasel. Yeah, Dacos into Sheasel seems like pretty good. Probably don't want to do Luke Jackson, although actually that could be a half decent option. Dacos into Jackson. It's definitely going to be Dacos into someone. Whether that's Butters, Jackson, or Sheasel, it'll be someone. So, I'll probably leave it like this for now, and then hopefully Dacos just gets a good score that I don't even have to worry about who my C is. But this is the team for this week. It's basically my completed team. Obviously, if it comes out that Sinclair's only going to miss 2 or 3 weeks, I might just undo this trade and just cop a donut for a few weeks in Sinclair's spot because I have a feeling I'm going to need all the trades I can get for the remainder of the season, obviously, because there's probably going to be a billion more injuries. But yeah, this is what I'm going to go into round 16 with. Yeah, have decent cover for the bye players, so it shouldn't be too bad this week. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.